Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Scrappin' Saturday number 13. Appropriate with our Halloween coming up, I guess tomorrow. So I understand that the fear of the number 13 comes from the Templars being murdered on the 13th. So that's interesting. But anyway, I don't know why I included that little token of information for you. You know, you have these things in your head and you like, why do I know that? My daughter and I, we watched Jeopardy, and she's like, how do you know that? And I said, I don't know how I know that. It's junk that's in my head. I just was able to purge it. So let's move on. Okay, thanks for tolerating me, guys. Today we're going to be doing a triangle and rectangle okay, let me try it again. We're going to be doing a triangle and a rectangle tuck, as well as a shape pocket. I'm only doing one shape, but you'll get the idea. So this is a real easy one, guys. This is something that, you know, that's what I love about watching Corey's series and being able to recreate these things, is that they're not necessarily difficult. They're very simple things, but it's nice to have a place to go to and just flip through and say, ooh, that'll work. I want to include that in the next journal, because, you know, there's so many ideas and you just don't think them up, you know? And so it's nice for us all to be able to pull together. So I'm going to put my shapes aside for a minute. This is my prototype. And, well, this is my papers that I folded, that you can see how difficult this is, okay? This is a triangle pocket tuck. You start with a triangle, you fold it, you get a pocket and a tuck, right? I'm just like, wow. And it's so cool. This is really cool if you have double-sided paper, but if you don't, you know, you want to put your pattern here and then maybe mat here, or leave it blank and, you know, put something on top, whatever. We are going to make one here in a minute, but this one is the rectangle pocket tuck. You start with a rectangle, you fold it down, okay? You've got a pocket and a tuck. Now, this one I did, I think it's 5.5. This one's a little too wide. It doesn't fit on my page. So I've cut down the cardstock to a little bit smaller, and I'll tell you those measurements. Now my triangle one, I did, looks like 6 by 6, and I just cut it corner to corner. Okay, so this is really easy. All you do is take your triangle, depending on which side you want your pocket. I'm going to put this on the right side of the page. I probably will put this on the inside toward the spine. If I want it on the other side, I would do it like this. But basically, you're just going to take this piece and fold it over to the edge here, and that's it. How simple is that? I just love it. So you have a pocket here and you have your tuck back here. Okay, so we will just glue a line here. If we can get some glue, I should have left it laying on its side. There we go. I'm going to do it on from this side. And there we go. And if it's not straight, you fix it. Okay? How easy is that? So when I will attach this to a page in a minute, hopefully I won't forget. All right, so here is the rectangle. Now I did this rectangle 3.5 by 5, okay? Because I want it to fit in the width of the page. This is going to be a horizontal pocket. This one's going to be vertical. So all we do for this one is fold it down. And you can make it thinner, a 3-inch, a little bit narrower might have worked better, but that's okay. It's still going to work. And I'm just kind of telling the paper where I want it to go because it's a little stiff. This is worked really well with like pattern paper or coffee dye paper or something a little bit thinner. So there we go. We have pocket here, tuck here. Now you can see with this one, I got a bigger area for a pocket, but it's not going to fit on the end of my page. So, you know, I might have wanted to cut this at 3, and then I would have had a smaller area for a pocket. It would have come in about here, about a ½ inch lower. So, but that'll work. And there again, like I said, you can leave this part blank, or you can mat it, what I like to do on corner flips is use, that's where I would put my little flip, clip, and I would have the decoration here, which would cover up a lot of that white space, and then we'd have this. Now, if you turn it around this way, you'd have less white space, and then you could use this for journaling. This would be easier to mat as it's a triangle. Same thing with this one. You could totally, I glued it. But you could flip that around and do the same thing. I actually think that would be more white the other way though. So, I mean, it's up to you what you want to do. But those get attached in the book horizontally, like that. And this one's vertically. Okay, so that is super easy. And then also number 13, Corey included what she calls shape pockets. And I just love this because I'm going to call them punch shape pockets, I think. Because basically I would do this with punches, but you could do it with die cuts. You could do it with anything that you have more than one of the same size. So circles, ovals are beautiful. But go look at Corey. She has several examples of this. But I've taken some scraps and I've just punched them out. So we could do this. I'm going to do 2 of them so you can see what it looks like. So I'm going to take, I've punched out these for the back, okay? And then I punched out this one, cut it in half. And I'm going to use that for the pocket on this one. Now I want to cut this one in half. So get my cutter. This is 2 by 3, so I'm going to cut this at 1.5. You know, that's up to you. And then of course it moves. So let me try again. All right. Alright, so then I have this one here, will be the pocket for this one. And then you can put eyelets in the top and attach these as like a charm on the top of a page or to a pocket or to anything. And then just maybe stick a tag inside these little pockets. But you'd want to go real close to the edge when you're gluing these together, which is easier said than done. There we go. And you just want to line that up right on that edge. So like I said, you'd want to have, you know, this is great because these are punched, I believe, out of a piece that I folded and I hadn't been using, and so I had a piece of it that was perfect for getting that extra punch out. Okay, so we have one there, and go on the edge. It's getting kind of tacky, so I think it's time for some what do you call it, acetone. There we go. Make a pocket in that one. You can ink these. Like I said, you could punch a hole in the top and have it hanging depending on the size. I mean, there's no limit to the size, but I think the favorite one that I saw Corey do was the oval, and it was just beautiful. So there we go, a shape pocket. You can stick a tag in it or tickets or any other little thing that you have laying around. I won't let that dry, but you get the idea. And then I have some of these left. These make perfect tabs for a page. I would just glue them to the page like that on the edge, about a 1/2 inch in, and leave them sticking out. All kinds of things you can do with your scraps, but let's see if we can get this in the book somehow. And they'll be drying. I'm just kind of randomly placing things in now, but I think I will glue this one in, and then I'll look for a, oh my goodness, let's get that off. I'll look for a scrap that I can mat that triangle piece with. All right, let's, okay. Well, maybe I'll just do that on this page, since I have that flip over. Okay. So I have the pocket here, and this piece, I'm going to leave it like the way it is because I can tuck that right. Well, maybe not. I'll attach it on this side of the page. And I'll do the same thing. I'll see if I can't find a scrap here to mat that piece, the white piece. That'll go like that. But you can see why I went with 5, because that comes really close to the, I've got maybe a 1/4 inch here, but just a little bit less. In fact, I'm going to move it over just a smidge. There we go. And we've got that. I'm going to leave that flap open, so I'll remember that that one is for journaling. This one's glued down, and I'll label them later. I'm afraid if I lift this, the glue's going to come up, so there we go. Rub that back down. And I think I'm going to tuck this one in here, and I'll glue this one on, and I'll tell you why, because I want to put an eyelet in that later so that I can remember that I want to do that. So be nice. I think I'll put it right here. And find another tag to stick inside there. And then these, I think I'll go ahead and, even though this isn't on Corey's video, I think I'm going to go ahead and glue these together. So make a tab there with my scraps. Go ahead and put the glue on both. So I hope you guys all have a wonderful weekend. I think I'm going to do this, the bottom piece first. That makes more sense. And I probably would put a line or something, you know, 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch, depending on how much you want sticking out. And there we go. So that just shows what I did with the other side of those punches. Waste not, want not, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so there we go. And then, like I said, I'm just gonna tuck that one in there for now. Maybe I'll tuck this over here, because the untucked part has a decoration. So all right, guys, well, that is Scrappin' Saturday number 13, the triangle and rectangle tucks, triangle rectangle tuck, and the shape punch pocket and bonus tabs. Okay, so I hope you guys are enjoying this. I hope you're trying it. I know there's a lot of watchers out there. I watched for many years. If you look at my YouTube, you'll see that I signed up in 2012 and I didn't post a video till 2018. So, you know, sometimes you're you're watching, and there's nothing wrong with that. But try it. Jump right in. Anyone can do this. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Have a great weekend. Bye now.